Scorpio, welcome to your reading for Leo season 2024. So I pulled the oracle cards for you, Divine Sensuality. It's a beautiful card, as well as Fairy of the Divine Hand, Impossible Things, and the card of abundance and being connected to nature and nourishment through the physical world. So divine sensuality speaks about, well, making love, erotica, indulging in sexual relationships that are very fulfilling for you. But the card does speak about potentially being shamed for doing so. And the card is encouraging you to explore those connections. And we all know Scorpios are very sexual, and it's a huge part of their expression in life. So I feel like whatever sexual escapades you want to get into or you are getting into now are something that you should explore, even if you're criticized for doing so. The Fairy of the Divine Hand does speak about caution, caution around overindulgence, caution around intoxication, caution around regretting actions in the future. And I'm getting a sense that that's maybe something that is holding you back from exploring these situations. And so just given the intuitive look of the reading here, it really seems like the spirit is really speaking about you exploring these. And I think that the Fairy of the Divine Hand is a little more subdued. It's the card is kind of grayed out. It's not as life giving as the other one that I held up, the way that it looks. So I feel like, you could have people watching you. You could have people, there may be repercussions down the road for exploring these connections. And that might just be something that you need to go into this knowing and know, is this worth it to me to explore? But it does look to me intuitively as a reader that it is. And then the card of Impossible Things is saying, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and a fresh perspective. So just, having a daily practice of changing the way that you think, the ways that maybe your thoughts limit you, and practicing believing that things that used to seem impossible to you can come true. I think that will help you. There's a lot of change going on in your reading here. So we have 10 of Swords, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the World card, we have the Lovers in reverse. There's a lot of change. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Definite big endings are going on for you right now, Scorpio. The 10 of cards, the 10 of Swords at the heart of the reading is the end of, the bitter, painful end of a long, drawn out situation. But it's like after the darkest hour comes the dawn. So that bitter ending is happening now. It's either happened already or it's in the process of happening. So that means that soon the dawn will come. It looks to me like you're passing up and refusing maybe an offer of love for a situation that's going to have much more equal give and take, that's going to have much more abundance and money coming into your life. And it looks like in the recent past with the 2 of Swords in reverse, you were you made a really difficult decision that there could have been a lot of conflict involved with. And that's because you really did find a way to um, have control over your own emotions and maybe over some addictions. Maybe you pulled back from addictions. Um, if you haven't, that fairy of the divine hand card is also talking a little bit about, how addictions can lead you sort of astray in life or cause you to commit errors in your life. That's a caution that's coming out for you in this reading. Also with the devil reverse over here, if you had a period in the past where you let go of addictions, you stopped, addictions can be relationship, can be sex, can be drugs, can be alcohol, can be spending, can be gambling, can be so many different things. But you let go of something in the past, and can be codependency too. um, keep that, bring that into your future with you if you were able to let go of something you're addicted to. And when you found this inner peace and this balance that allowed you to not be addicted anymore, you released a lot of stress and a lot of turbulent situations that were tense and had a lot of arguments. And so it's like you found the inner balance, made the decision, and now in your present, you're letting it go. You're letting a situation go and letting a phase of your life go and letting a whole, a whole community or family or, group of people that you've been connected to. You're saying no, thank you. And so with the world card here, it's like a new phase in your life has started, but that only happens after an ending happens. So the world card to me, as much as it is about new phases in life beginning, it's often more about the ending that brought in the new beginnings. And with the Knight of Pentacles here, it looks like you have this stability maybe you found in the past with the temperance and letting go of addictive behaviors has led to more financial stability for you. And I do see with this Queen of Wands in reverse, there's some person who is mean, someone who has anger issues, someone who's somewhat of a bully, someone who's controlling. You let go of that person, or you set boundaries with that person. You've withdrawn, if you were in a relationship with them, you've become single, and you told them, no, I've had enough. I'm drawing a line with you. You're no longer trapped in the situation with that person. And you're not being vulnerable emotionally with them anymore. You're, at some point when something ends, you have to sort of pull back, that emotional connection that maybe you used to give to this person, realizing that that's not healthy for you to do anymore. The bottom of the deck here, have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like a whole new stroke of luck is moving you forward in life, and it's causing you to be a lot more rational and intelligent when you're making your decisions. You're not using your heart making decisions now. And you're focused on, with the Four of Wands here, a new, maybe home that you want to live in or create, something that's very celebratory and very happy and allows for also a lot of creativity. If it's not a home, it could just be, creative expression in your life. You're really focused on that. That's probably a source of abundance for you, with finances. So it looks like your challenges here, we have an interesting juxtaposition of two cards. We have the King of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, and they're actually facing each other the way I had them laid out. So there is some dynamic here that is a challenge for you around money, where someone has it and another person doesn't. And this is a challenge, and this could be read lots of ways, but maybe, you know, you having money, um, the person who doesn't have it doesn't like that you have it. You know, they're like, well, I have nothing, you have everything. And so this is a challenging dynamic. Or it could be, I don't sense it is, it could be that you don't have money and someone else in your life does have money, and that is a challenge for you. And also, I think the person who doesn't have money, who is financially destitute at this time, if it's you or if it's another person, they feel very abandoned and out in the cold by this person who does have money and financial stability. So it looks like in the near future, you are going to refuse a reunion of an emotional nature with someone from the past. And it's going to cause you to celebrate and feel passionate and enthusiastic. You know, you might, start up a new project in your life that's, really exciting and passionate. And you might be, going out and celebrating with people. And with the release of this love situation, if there's a love relationship involved here, you're going to realize that that person was only in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson, and they might present as very charismatic and very, kind of larger than life, and have lots of creativity and powers. But you're going to realize that that was sort of just a show, and that there wasn't really that much substance there for you. And I feel like you're going to take this sort of solitude that comes out of that situation, and you're going to really focus inward on yourself and your path. And I think you're going to really use that feeling of being alone to look at, your finances, to look at, your sexuality, to look at the way that relationships have played into, your finances being good or your finances being bad. And I do think it might be hard for you not to reunite with this situation from the past. It does seem like there's some heartbroken energy. Someone's heart will be shattered, yours or another person's. You might have been very devoted and attached to each other and have a lot of cravings for one another. But it's like, I think with this energy of the Queen of Swords, where you're really being smart and rational, you're going to rise above that, a feeling to go back to them. So it looks like you're really releasing, the devil. So that's a situation that you're bonded to, that you're chained to, that you're trapped in, that you're addicted to. You're putting all your energy right now into letting this go. And it's allowing you to rest with the Four of Swords here, to not only rest, but meditate and really focus on the way that you want your life to be. And something about like a lack of clarity, a lack of honesty, is causing you to say, I'm going to end this home family situation, that where finances are involved. It's can be difficult to end situations where you're financially entangled with somebody. People will stay in these situations for a long time because they don't want to go through that process. But it's like something about you saying, or someone else saying, I'm not going to be, juggled and sort of treated as just an option. I'm going to go ahead and go through that process of financially, destroying a home. Um, and it's causing you to feel like the world is your oyster, like you're on a new path, you're on a new journey, you're enthusiastic, you're carefree, you're willing to take risks, like you really feel free and um, excited, I think, about what's coming next for you after you get through the end of this situation. So someone in your environment, we're not talking about you now, has found clarity and perspective, and they have a clearer headspace, and they might be feeling like they're better off. Um, they're better off now with this clarity about the situation, knowing that, they're not maybe wanting to reunite with you either. And there's something that they feel is very unfair going on in their life right now. And I think it has to do with finances and work with the Three of Pentacles here. Like, this person is very loving. This person has a lot of love for you. But they're ready to take action. They're tired of waiting. This could be a woman for, the majority of you. It doesn't have to be. The roles, can be either gender. They're ready to take action, and either they're ready to, work in some capacity on like some type of team, or they could be gaining clarity about what is fair in their finances. And they could be having some financial challenges that affect this connection with you specifically. It looks like for your hopes and fears, you really want to find your inner strength. You want to, if you have any like mental health challenges, you would like to overcome those. You want to, feel strong and independent, and like, you have tamed the beast within that we all have. But there's some fear around communicating the truth about a situation. Like, maybe you want to message somebody, or maybe you want to move towards someone, and unburden yourself of a secret that you've been keeping or that someone's been keeping. But I see that it's like you're afraid to do that. So in your outcome, 7 of Diamonds is, I think more confirmation that you're just not investing any more time into this situation. Like, maybe you'd been in a situation in the past where you were like, let's just wait and see, or let's see what happens in the future, or let's take it slow, or patience is a virtue. And now you're like, I'm not waiting anymore. Time is now. And then you show up as the King of Wands. So you show up as this kind of like in charge leader type of person, someone who often has a business, or someone who is leading other people, someone whose other people are following due to their strength and their charisma. And it's like you're going to be having a new financial opportunity come in, that's going to be really stable and lucrative for you. And it could be, so this Page of Cups, is often like a new creative endeavor. It could be a new career option. It could be a new opportunity in love that leads to financial stability. In some cases, it could be the birth of a child that leads to more financial stability for you. And it's like it's going to bring you everything that you've wished for. But, Scorpio, dear, you feel burdened. You will feel slightly burdened by how wonderful this is, whatever this situation is coming in for you. I want you to be aware that it's your pain that's going to make you apprehensive about how wonderful this new opportunity that's going to bring you everything you want is. So try not to, let your pain, I don't see it blocking it. I see you receiving this. I see this being, you know, in your future. It's going to manifest. But just be aware, like if you feel burdened by like the heaviness of all the new changes, like it's the Tower card came out as a clarifier for this. It's going to be a huge change for you. Just go back to the love and um, this time that you're in now where you're basically manifesting this coming in. Remember that, and keep that period in mind when those feelings do come up in the future. So take care, Scorpio.